the 10 words that can completely activate you in your divine power, in your divine communication, and in your divine purpose. And it really is just 10 words. Now, the key is, you can speak the words, but it's important that you, of course, feel the energy behind the words. So the first 3 words are the most powerful. Well, it's all powerful, but the first 3 words, always in the readings that comes through, Spirit says, these are the most powerful words you can say. These are kind of the switch that flips everything. And those 3 words are, I don't know. Okay. When we say, I don't know, it does several things. First, it tells the divine that we're not trying to be in charge. It's relinquishing control to your team, to Spirit, to the universe, saying, all right, I've tried my way. I've taken my way as far as I can. We've all driven that car into the ditch, and we've all seen exactly what our human limits are. We've all gotten to that place of I don't know. And just speaking that and saying, I don't know, and speaking it before we have to get to that place of complete, wreckage, to say, I don't know. The practice is to say it on a daily basis. First thing when you waking up and saying, okay, I don't know. That's my premise for the day. And when I've told people this is the most powerful thing you can say, when I've shared that, telling sounds like I'm saying something I've come up with, but when I've shared what Spirit showed me about that, it's been laughed at. It's been, the response is like, that's ridiculous, or just straight up laughter. And I get that from a human point of view, because to say I don't know is sort of the same thing as saying I have no power, because our minds are conditioned to think that our minds are supposed to have power. And so when we kind of admit that we don't have power, of course the human mind is like, that's absurd. Why would you do that? But it's important to see that and to go, oh, that's the exact reason why it's so powerful, is because we're conditioned to think we're supposed to be in charge. We're conditioned to think we're supposed to know the answers. And when we start with that premise, I don't know, then of course that allows the doors to fly open to all the things that we can't access within our own minds alone, that we need divine assistance with, which is all the good stuff. Okay. The next reason why I don't know is so powerful is because it does send the signal to your brain, that sort of, animalistic part of us that just is wired to survive. It sends the signal to that brain that's always on high alert of, hey, you can relax. You're not supposed to know all the answers today. You don't have to go out like a caveman and reinvent the wheel. We're tapping into divine intelligence today. So it's very, very powerful for connecting you with that right off the bat. And again, these 10 words we're talking about, I am guided to recommend to you, or what I do is use them first thing in the morning. Say them first thing in the morning, preferably before any thoughts start going in your mind, because that will really set the tone and set your energy for the day, and it will allow this receptivity to happen. So first 3, I don't know. Okay. And it's important when you're saying these things that you're saying them to, Spirit, to your higher self, that you're making that connection, because that's you handing over, like an obedient child, which is what we are to the universe, to the divine, saying, I am ready to learn. We're going to get to the ready part in a minute though. So I don't know. It's the first 3. Second 3, please show me. Okay. Please show me opens the door to all the guidance to come in. That's the exciting part, because who knows, and we can't know how the divine is going to show us during the day through the guidance, through the steps. Please show me the next steps. Please show me what to do next. I don't know. And that doesn't mean you have to like bump and, guess your way through life. It's, I think our brains come in and go, oh, that's just ridiculous. You can't live that way. You can't live just not knowing and then going and do, yeah, you can, because Spirit knows what's best for you. The universe knows what's best for you. So, when structure is important, Spirit will show you that. If it's important for you to do a certain thing at a certain time every day, to do certain work, maybe, whatever it is, Spirit will show you that, because it will feel good, because you will feel like you're not resisting something, because everything will line up for that. And then the please show me, it does include, this, because sometimes you could say that and then maybe you have a fender bender, or maybe something, really hard happens that day. And our minds would tend to get frustrated and go, well, wait a minute. I asked for guidance, I was open, and now look. Well, that's the mind's way of looking at what happened. So that's why it's important to shift into that place. And, yeah, it is not easy, and it is like the work of Buddhist monks to try to shift into that place of total acceptance. But we can, that's the path we're on, is to try and to do this, as much as we can, shift into the place of knowing that even the difficulty is guidance. That when we're being set difficult, what our brains decide is difficult circumstances, that we're still being guided. We're being guided through that. We're being guided in that. We're being guided out of it, So knowing that the guidance part does include the stuff that we don't like, saying please show me and then following the guidance isn't always going to feel like a trippy-dippy, bed of roses walk in the park. I wish it did. I'm a Libra. I'm always on that track of like, could this just be fun? I'm the first one to be like, if I follow my guidance, can it only always be fun? And Spirit's like, no. But when it's not fun, when it's not easy, knowing that we're still being guided, knowing that we're being guided in that and out of that is so good, and so much better than what the brain wants to do, which is try to, blame ourselves, blame someone else, or fix, take control. We're gonna be the God in this situation, right? So that's going back to the I don't know. That's going back to the surrender. So I don't know, please show me. And sometimes with the please show me, it really helps to be a little more specific. So when you're talking to your guides, if you need extra help that day, you can say, my guide team angels today, please show me a specific, or not specific, I wouldn't say specific, and I'll explain that in a second, but please show me an unmistakable sign today that I'm on the right track, or that you are guiding me to do X, Y, or Z. Please show me, and your guides will show you in a way that you will not be able to deny and no one could deny, okay? Because it'll be so personal to you, it'll be so clear. Going back to the specific thing, I never recommend saying, please show me, and you can do this. It's your guide team. You do what works for you guys. But I choose not to say, like, please show me a red bird if I'm supposed to, or a, this kind of thing. Because then my brain will get involved and look for that thing, and that defeats the whole purpose of getting the brain out of the way. And what I find is that when you just say, please show me a sign, your guide team knows way better than your brain what kind of sign would be best. So just, please show me is so good, so powerful. Okay, the next two words are I'm ready. And the reason I'm ready is so important is because we can say all day long that, we want to do this, we want that, we want love, we want a new job, we want to do our soul purpose, we want to do this work, we want to be strong, we want to be abundant. We can say all these things and we can feel like it's true. But as you've found on this path already, most likely, when the divine's bringing you something you asked for, it comes with other things, that job is going to come with releasing the old security. That new relationship is going to come with opening up more to vulnerability and to things that you may not, feel like you can do at this point. But God, the universe, your guides are going to bring it in, okay, when you ask for it. But if your guides are looking at you going, well, you're asking for this thing, but you are not ready. Here, let me give you X, Y, and Z to help you get ready. Then, that's going to come in with the guidance parts. But if you truly feel that you're at the place where you're ready, and when you say you're ready, then you're ready for all the stuff that's going to come with it. So I want abundance, and I'm prepared. That means that, it's like when you win the lottery, all the stuff that comes with the lottery. People are going to be beating down your door. People are going to be jealous. This and that and the other is going to also happen. But when you embrace with the I'm ready, all the stuff that's going to come with it, trusting that your guides and the divine are going to be with you through those things, and that you're going to be able to handle those also. You say, I'm ready. That's like the magic words that activate everything that can happen now, because you've just you've let your team know, let's go. And when you say you're ready, they're going to bring you what you say you're ready for. Now, that later you might go, I was wrong, I wasn't ready, but that's a whole other discussion. I've done that. So, okay, the last two words are thank you. And so knowing that the divine is bringing you all that guidance, knowing that the divine is bringing you all those gifts, knowing that it's ask and you shall receive, knowing these truths, really knowing and believing them, come with a thank you, because you're already grateful, right, for those things, because they're coming in. That's the faith part. When you're thanking the divine for what's is already coming in, that's true belief. It's one thing to ask and then receive and then go, oh, thank you, this is what I wanted. But that's different. That's proof. That's not faith, right? So it's really important to thank your team and the divine for what you're asking for, even before you've seen it in the physical. And so starting each day with, I don't know, please show me, I'm ready, and thank you that you're doing this. Those are the 10 most powerful words you can say every day, and again, every morning before you start with thinking, before your brain gets into any kind of mode. Though, if you will, get in the habit. And it's okay if one day you don't say, like we do with diets and stuff, well, I blew it and now I'm off the train. No, just the next day, wake up, or wherever you are in this day, do it now. And you're gonna feel, when you connect that energy with the words, you're going to feel and you're gonna see these doors open up. There's then kind of like another phrase, this is sort of a bonus phrase that I'm going to give you that will really skyrocket you to the next level. If you're ready, again, with the I'm ready, and that is, please use me powerfully in my soul purpose. Please use me powerfully for you, the divine. When you ask to be used to serve, please use me powerfully to serve my soul purpose. Please use me powerfully to serve you, the divine. When you do that, get ready, because you're going to be used in amazing ways that your brain could not fathom. The divine intelligence and the divine orchestration and the divine alignment and the things that are going to happen to, position you to be used by the divine, because you are that tool. You are that instrument, and you're that instrument in the way that only you can be. Only you can be the instrument for the specific purpose that you have in this lifetime, used by the divine in this way. And when you say, I'm ready for that, please use me for that, along with those other 10 words, the roof's gonna blow off in the best way. The brain can go, that sounds scary. So, and if it does, that's okay. If your mind kicks in and goes, you know what, these words and using them every day, I don't know, that sounds really scary. Okay, then that's something to feel into. It's like Play-Doh, just working with it. Make it soft. So if you feel that kind of rigidity, and we all do it different times, that's okay. Just, work with it. Feel into it. Where is that coming from? What am I afraid of? Talk to your guides about it. They will lead you in that softening, that healing, and that moving into being more pliable with the divine and being able to be used powerfully in your purpose. I'm really excited to hear how this connects. I hope you will. Let me know how it resonates for you, and would be thrilled if you haven't already, if you would like and subscribe, and we will connect again soon